Well, Danny, 2 victories over the bank holiday weekend, but I guess you've got a bigger smile today than you did on Saturday.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, in terms of performances, you want a win with a performance to go with it. Saturday we didn't get that. We got the win, which is so important. It's about winning games, but you want a certain performance to go with that win. So I think today we certainly got that.
You made 3 changes to Saturday's starting 11. Were they forced or tactical?
Yeah, obviously Zeki hurt his groin and came off during that game, and Duffs as well. He came off with his calf issue, so those 2 were forced. And then obviously Tom's not played many minutes during pre-season or at the start of the season really. So I think it would have been tough for him to start the game off the back of him playing. I think he played about 80 minutes Saturday, so I think it would have been tough for him. And then Nicky was ready to go. So they were the reasons really.
As you've alluded to, you want a result with the performance. What do you think the main differences were today from that Saturday?
There was quite a few, to be fair. I mean, from Saturday's game to today's game, the tempo was a lot higher. We moved the ball a lot quicker over bigger distances just to stretch them. As soon as you get the opponents moving over bigger distances, space opens up for our flair players to pick the passes and be able to dribble and get into the right areas in the final third. Whereas the slower you are and you don't move the ball as quick, and if you're a little bit laboured like we were Saturday, then it just helps the opposition. So we were the opposite today.
You mentioned our flair players, one of them undoubtedly is Neil Kengni. Great strike for the opening goal, wasn't it?
Fantastic strike, yeah, and I'm so pleased for him because I've spoke to him after the last couple of games about, you know, every game it can't be his game. He's just got to keep working, and he'll have his day. And today it was, you know, his work rate was phenomenal off the ball, which is what we want. It's hard to get that to your wide men, the work rate, but he's got that off to a tee. He just works, and he got his goal, took it so well, and you know, I'm really pleased for him.
We spoke on Saturday about being clinical in front of goal. To what extent do you think we should have added a few more in that first half?
Yeah, I said that at half time, exactly that. I said, you know, you've done fantastically well, but there's always a but. We could have gone in 2 or 3 up with the chances we created, but it was pleasing to see the chances that we were creating, because it meant we were moving the ball quickly, making the right decisions, getting in behind them and putting balls in the box, which we stressed that before the game about putting them under pressure. So from that perspective, we couldn't have asked any more.
With that in mind, you must have been pleased to see the second goal in shortly after the break.
Yeah, said to him at half time, we got into him, we said, you know, you've been fantastic, but you can give more. You know, the final ball and decision making that we were hit and miss with at times in the first half. It just, you know, it wasn't quite there in certain moments. Although we did create quite a bit, I think we could have created a lot more. So we stressed that at half time and said, look, go out and play free. You know, move the ball quickly and you will create chances, and that's exactly what they did.
The plaudits will probably go to strikers, obviously, after a 5-0 big victory, but Marcelo made some fine saves, didn't he, at the other end?
Unbelievable, yeah. No, he's a top keeper, he really is, and we're so lucky to have him. And with his presence, you know, he's just phenomenal, he really is, and he's going to have a big career, that's for sure. I'd prefer him not to be making the saves, if I'm honest, because that means defensively we're nice and solid, and we're not conceding any chances, but obviously that's not going to happen in every game. He is going to have to make saves, and he's more than capable of doing that. We've seen that, so you know, I'm so happy for him as well.
To what extent did Lewis Fensome's goal, the 3rd goal, effectively end the game as a contest?
Yeah. We knew the second one really. As soon as we got the second one, that puts them under even more pressure, because they've got to really come out and go and get a goal to get back in it. Because if they don't, then time's ticking and we'll just get on top and we'll start creating more chances. But I'm so happy for Luke, because I've been stressing about that run, that carry on your run at the back post and you'll get a tap in. You know, I've said it to Mendy, I've said it to Lewis, or I've said it to them all, to be honest. So, you know, from a set piece perspective, I was delighted to see him get a tap in, and he deserves it really. He really does, because he's a top lad.
So if you're part of the Widnes management team or a Widnes supporter, you just witness your team going 3-0 down, and all of a sudden you see Neil Dan's coming on, you're going to think, what's going on? I mean, but it's great to see him back.
Fantastic, yeah, absolutely brilliant to have him back, and he's come back so quick really, considering what we got told at the start when he did get injured. It was looking at 7 or 8 weeks, so we were like, wow. But he's some recovery, that is, and he just adds a different dimension to our game from the midfield perspective. He breaks lines, he joins and links play very, very well. And you know, he can pop up with a goal or two. We know that from last season. So to have him back in the fold is amazing after losing Duffs on Saturday. So to have him back in the fold is brilliant to see.
One player we haven't mentioned is yet, Luke Murphy. For a start, what an unbelievable signing. Another unbelievable signing. And it's great to see him get off the mark on his debut.
Yeah, of course. I think in general play as well, he's so composed on the ball and he picks the right passes at the right time. He's calm on the ball, which is what we're all about, having that controlled possession and moving the ball quickly. You know, he does that perfectly well, and to get his goal, I think the move in itself was fantastic. To get him in that position and him arriving in the space at the right time is, I'm pleased for him as well.
To some extent, do you think that we're still a team in transition? Because if you look at the starting 11 hot squad for today compared to the first game, we've added so much strength to it, even in a few weeks, haven't we?
Of course we have, yeah. I mean, Joe Bunny's come in. You know, he's got a vastly experienced Football League player as well as Luke Murphy. So to have them in the dressing room is fantastic as well, just to add to the group that we've got. And we know the quality's there. You know, it's just about being consistent with your performances, decision making in the final third. If we require an extra pass, don't be afraid to play the extra pass just to open teams up. And we've done that second half today really, really well. And I think it's just about us really just getting back to basics from where we were pre-season. We've kind of lost a little bit of our attacking game in terms of the rotations and the patterns that we look for. But today, we had them back to how we like it. So we'll just be working on them constantly now, I think.
And just finally, we're back to the top of the league, 2 points clear of the game in hand. I guess from your point of view, you just want to play league matches, but obviously we've got the Emirates FA Cup break, which again is a competition you want to do well in there.
Of course we do, yeah. I mean, we'll just go into it like any other game, really. We want to win the game. Simple. It's very, very simple. No matter who we're playing, we want to win the game, and we'll stick to our principles in possession and out of possession, looking to, get the win. So from our perspective, nothing changes in that regard. We want to keep this run going and just keep going and being relentless, really, because of the group of players we've got in there. They're more than capable of doing it. It's just about not switching off, not getting complacent, thinking you've done anything, because at the end of the day, it's the first month of the season, so we've got a long, long way to go.
Brilliant. Thanks, Danny.
Thank you.